Hello dear friends, welcome to my channels. Today's discussions is Python turtle animation, okay? Using named tuples, okay? Yeah, I have already discussed what is tuple, okay? So you may think the Python turtle module is not useful for anything. It is just for kids, is what many think of it. However, this module allows you to explore and experiment with many areas of Python. In this article, you will write a Python turtle animation of a scenery using named tuples. As you work your way through this article, you will explore how to use Python named tuple and how to make gradual changes in color and position in an animation. Don't worry if you have never used Python turtle module. I will explain what you need to write this Python title animation. I will assume you are familiar with defining functions and Python's built-in data structures. If you need to learn more about these topics or just to refresh your memory, you can read Power Up Your Coding. Create your own function and data types, data structures in the Python. So planning a scenery Python turtle animation. Let's look at the steps need to write the Python turtle animation. You need to write function to draw the stars, the flowers. Okay, the color will need to change, and in the case of the sun, its position will need to change too. You will need to work out how much to change the colors of the items in each frame. You will also need to work out how much to move the sun in each frame. Sorry, how much to move the sun in here not I work out. You will also need to work out. So finally, you will need to write the loop to run the animations. Okay, so animation in here it is not sunrise. It is just a sun. Okay, it is also rise, but I do not show sun. Okay, I just show star and planet. Okay, you will deal with lots of colors throughout the animation. You need to define the start and end colors for each item in your drawing. Each color is made up of three components: red, green and a blue. This means you will start with 6 values for each items in your drawing: 3 to represent the starting color, 3 to represent the final color. You also need to change each item's red, green and blue components in each frame of the animation. Okay friends, you will also you can also see that red, green and blue. Okay, you see that whatever I have done. So in the next section you will look at what data structures you can use to deal with these requirements. Okay, so using Python named tuples. So let's start by looking at colors. You often see colors represented by 3 values showing how much red, green and blue the color is made up. This is the RGB color model. You will usually see this as numbers in the range of 0 to 255. Okay, you will see the color ratios. Okay, so range limits, okay, to 255 as the represent 8-bit color. Each component is represented by 8 bits. Then there are 2 to the power 8 values, which is 256. So therefore white is represented 255, 255, 255. and it consists the maximum amount of red, green, blue, black are represented by 0, 0, 0. Other combinations of RGB values represent other colors. You could represent a color in Python by storing in 3 RGB values in a list. However, you will often see colors defined as tuple instead. Tuples are more suited for this as they are immutable. A color will always have 3 values and RGB values will not change for that color. The variable sky color is a tuple containing RGB values. The represents a light blue color which you will use as the sky color in the sunrise animation. Okay, you will need to store 2 colors for each part of your drawing. The first color corresponds the start of the animation. The second color corresponds the end of animation. So you can create another tuple for this. Okay, so the variable sky color is a 2 tuple. That is the tuple that has 2 items. Each one of these items is 3 tuple of the RGB values. You can access the color at the start of the animation using indexing sky color 0. You can also go deeper into the nesting. For example, sky color 1 comma array 1 2 is the blue value of the color. Okay, named tuple. Instead, you can use named tuple. You will see here I used named tuple. Okay, named tuples, you can find Python's named tuples in the collections module. Let's see how you can create a named tuple to represent color. You create also a class color which is a subclass of tuple. Color has 3 fields which you set in the second argument. When you can also access items using the field name such as sky color green. This can make your code more readable. You can create another name tuple. Okay, so friends, the setting up the scenery Python turtle animation. You can start setting up the turtle animation by creating a window. You can create a script called turtle animation.py and import turtle with 1200 and height 800. Okay, sky turtle dot screen. Okay, sky turtle dot screen and sky setup with comma height sky treasure sky turtle title good morning turtle done. Okay, where you can get this in here. One minute. Okay, width and height you get, and you see the sky turtle screen, sky setup with height, sky treasure, sky title good morning, turtle done. Turtle done is the last position. Turtle is done. Okay, turtle done. Okay, friends. Need time to explaining because this is the very large topic. Okay, so otherwise it is, if you just want to see that just practical, it is only 2 minutes also. The variable sky represent the screen objects with the width of the and height you can you choose. You can also add the title to the window. You also call sky treasure 0, allowing to control when things are displayed in your animation. When you set the treasure to 0, you will need to call sky update. Okay, so note, if you were using web based editor to code in Python, you may find sky.setup and sky turtle done. When you run this code, you will see a blank window displayed. The turtle done call keeps the program from terminating. Okay, adding the named tuple class. In the earlier section introducing the named tuples, you created the color and range limits named tuple classes. You can this in the animation code. Okay, so you see range limits, whatever you see this code. Okay, range limit. Okay, named tuple range limit start and end you have to write, and color named tuple color red, green, blue, and range limit sky color range limits is also given 0 to 255. Okay, sky turtle screen and sky set up with height, and sky treasure sky turtle good morning, and sky bg color means the outside, it means sky colors dot start. Okay, sky update. Okay, this is the different. Okay, sky bg color sky color starts. Okay, starts. There is one difference in the script. The color values are divided by 255. The default color mode turtle module represent colors as floats in the range 0 to 1, rather than the integer in the range 0 to 255. You also call sky bg color, which changes the background color. The output is now in a window. Okay, okay, background color is. So if you are using web based editor to code the Python, you should add sky color mode. Okay, now friends, we are discuss calculating the color change needed in each animation. To create an animation, you will need a loop. Each iteration of a loop represents a frame. You should control your animation based on time, and however, I will choose a simple route for this article and set the length of the iteration based on the number of frames rather than time. You can create a variable called number dash of steps that to determine how many frames you want your animation to have. Okay, so you can also how many number you will see number of steps. The first I have already written number of steps 500. Okay, so this is my background. The function calculate. Okay, start is the color at the start of the animation, end is the color at the end of the animation. Okay, when I start animation, okay, animation I start in here. You see this way I create animations. Current sky dot color. Okay, so adding animation loop, and you see that I add animation loop. Where is my animation loop? My animation loop is, this is my animation loop. Okay, okay, so you create a variable called, okay, next is adding a flower to the scene. So I have already, so friends, uh, discussed how to create tree. Okay, so friends, you know that how to create tree, same process I used in here, how to create a flower. So how to add flower, so I add a flower with the using function. Okay, so adding flowers in the scene. So the hard work is done. Now if you want to add more items to the scene, you can follow the same pattern as you have done with the background color. You can start by adding a flower with a stem. There are three components of the flower which have different colors: the petals, the center of the flowers, this is called pistil, but I will just refer to it as the center of the flower, the stem. You can add colors for all these and work out the steps needed in each frame. Next, you create turtle objects for the flowers and the stem, and use turtle methods to hide the pen that's doing the drawing. Turn it and change the size of the lines it draws. So you see that where I have okay, at first you see that sky color, sky and flower, you see in here flower center and range limit. Okay, okay, range limits. So what is the stem? One first is stem color range. Okay, star color range limits and depth color change start. Okay, so okay, star is different. Stem flower center color, petal color. Okay, flower has three part: one is petal, another is center, another is stem. So I have already give the color, okay, by the ratio of the range limits tuple, using tuple sky color. This is the hard working. Okay, I have to do hard work for this. Stem color, another is the depth. Okay, so this is the color, another is you know that in my tree how can I write? I write depth, draw flower, flower petal, center, stream clear, stream forward, stem forward height minus height by 2, and flower clear, flower color, petal cell. Okay, so also I create the flower equals to turtle dot turtle, flower height turtle, stem height turtle, stem right and stem pen size. Okay, in here you get this portion, flower. So flower turtle pen size, stem right, stem, and now I dip the draw flower. I just draw how to draw the flower. This is the way, because you know how to draw tree in my video I have already published, but not explain so many, but now I just try to explain because explanation is important for learning. So flower forward and 100 and flower dot and stem color start, stem color starts, and this is the flower is. So I add total flower. Okay, here is start. Okay, so flower is in here. Now I create animation. Okay, animation, another is petal color I have already. Okay, so calculate the step sizes, calculate the step sizes. Step is same, you see petal color in here, it is for flower. This is the flower. So I add same way. This is the way you can add flower and stem color, stem steps. Okay, so in here, because flower has three part, one is petal, another is stem, another is flower. So in here you get, okay, so this is the same way I just adding star color. Okay, star is, you can add star in the same way, like this. And animation is also I create for loop of the step, each steps. Okay, and another is the for animation for the flower, I use same method. and and draw flower, I also draw this flower current petal color. Okay, you see, so you define draw a flower which draws the stem and flower by turning, moving the turtles and changing their colors. The function also clears the drawing the previous frame when you call stem clear and flower clear. Okay, you see stem clear and flower clear in my video. You see stem clear and flower clear clear the joining. Okay, you calculate the steps needed to change the colors in every frame and set the initial colors like you did for the sky. You change the current colors in the animation loop. Okay, adding stars to the scene, same. Adding start when I seam, next you can add stars in the random positions on the screen, since you will need to redraw the stars in every frame. So you see that I import random. Okay, import random when I add a number of star steps. Okay, this is the number of star steps. You see this portion, you see, you get number of stars. Okay, 200. Now you see that I am working same way when I said star. The starting color of the star is white. So however you need to match the stars color to the sky and end color, so that the stars blend into the sky background. When the sunrise is complete, you use the generator expression to create the pairs of stars and coordinates the star sizes, and then convert this to tuple. And if you are familiar with list comprehension, okay, you may wonder why you could not use the same syntax but replace the square brackets and parentheses curly brace. Okay, so in draw stars, you need to loop through both star position and star sizes, and therefore you use Python zip function to zip these two tuples together and loop through them simultaneously. In the animation loop, you draw the star before you draw the flower to make sure the stars are behind the flower in the drawing. Okay, so friends, I hope I can clear this total animation portion. Now we will check our animation. Okay, you see the color changing, you see that the color is changed, and now you will, the star is disappear, very soon, and star is disappear. Okay, and my animation is finished. I hope you enjoy. Thanks for watching.